Hey, welcome. So, most of us spend a ton of our lives trying to fix our flaws, right? But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if the real secret to unlocking our potential isn't about hiding our imperfections, but actually embracing them? Let's dive into that.
We've all heard this one before, haven't we? Comparison is the thief of joy. Someone on Reddit put it so perfectly, summing up how for so many of us, comparing ourselves to other people feels like this automatic reflex we just can't seem to control. So what's up with that? Why do we do it?
Well, that feeling, that reflex, it leads us right into the big problem with perfection. Why on earth do we feel this insane pressure to hide every little flaw and project this perfect, polished image of ourselves to the world?
I mean, this internal battle is it's exhausting, isn't it? We set these crazy high, totally unachievable standards for ourselves, and then we just beat ourselves up when we, inevitably, don't meet them. All this constant self-criticism does is stop us from ever really figuring out and loving who we actually are. Okay, check this out, because this is a perfect example of that journey. On the left, you've got a young Elon Musk back in '99, kind of trying a little too hard to sound rich and impressive. Now, fast forward 2 decades to the right, and there he is on SNL, openly, and even with a bit of humor, embracing a part of himself he easily could have kept hidden. I mean, that is a huge shift from projecting perfection to just owning who you are.
And here's the real kicker. All that energy we pour into keeping up this flawless facade, that's energy that gets stolen from our actual dreams and goals. It's a fruitless struggle that basically puts us in a cage. And as long as we're busy fighting ourselves, we can't ever fully focus on becoming who we're really meant to be.
So if chasing perfection is basically a trap, then what are we supposed to do? What's the alternative? Let's talk about the beauty of imperfection and how we can maybe start seeing our own so-called flaws in a totally new light.
You know, a fantastic place to start is this Japanese concept called wabi-sabi. It's a whole worldview, really, that finds beauty not in spite of imperfections, but because of them. It's all about celebrating things that are authentic, weathered, and yeah, even a little incomplete. And this is such a brilliant way to think about it. See, the vase isn't just repaired. Its scars are literally highlighted with gold. They become the most beautiful part, making the vase more valuable than it was before it broke. This is a perfect metaphor for us, right? Our cracks, our history, our flaws. That's what makes us uniquely beautiful.
And look, this isn't just some ancient, abstract idea. It's actually backed by modern psychology. This concept of psychological acceptance, which is a huge part of mindfulness, teaches us to welcome our inner experiences, even the tough ones, without judging them or trying to fight them. It's really about dropping the rope in that constant tug-of-war with yourself.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But how do we actually put it into practice? What are some real concrete steps we can take to start building more self-acceptance into our lives?
Well, the Williamsburg Therapy Group lays out a really clear 5-step path. It starts with reframing your flaws. Like, instead of seeing your arms as thick, maybe see them as strong. Then it moves into challenging that nasty inner critic. And finally, getting out of that toxic comparison game. It's basically a roadmap to get from self-criticism to self-acceptance.
This is the big one, isn't it? I mean, just telling yourself to stop comparing almost never works when it's such a deep-seated habit. So, what are some practical things people have actually done to break the cycle?
So, here's some real-world advice, straight from a great Reddit discussion. Instead of looking sideways at other people, look back at how far you've come. That's a much better comparison. And when you envy someone, really ask yourself, would you take their entire life, the good, the bad, all of it? It's a massive reality check. And of course, actively practicing gratitude literally rewires your brain to focus on what you have, not what you lack.
And this really brings it all home, doesn't it? True self-acceptance isn't about giving up. It's about taking all that energy you were wasting fighting yourself and finally channeling it into genuine growth, into achieving what you really want.
So let's just end on this one thought. Just like Elon Musk's Asperger's might actually be tied to his unique way of thinking, maybe, just maybe, that one thing you've been trying so hard to hide isn't a weakness at all. Maybe it's your most unique, most powerful asset. What do you think would happen if you started treating it that way?